We're back with another great interview, and we've got Minister Taff in the place. Taff, how you doing, bro?
Yeah, man, I'm a good man, I'm good, my bless.
Yeah,
Give
it's
thanks.
good to see you, man. It's been a long time, my brother.
Yeah, man, it's been ages, bro, ages.
So how you been keeping during this whole period, man? With the whole lockdown and everything, how's things been going for you?
I mean, things have been going all right, you know. You know what I mean? To be honest, I've been leaning on the scripture Romans 8:28. You know what I mean? God just dropped that in my spirit. So I've been just been leaning on that. So I think that's what you call has kept me through really. You know what I mean? Yeah,
Yeah,
man.
that's good, man. I mean, you know what? The funny thing is, I was as I was preparing for this interview this week, I was thinking about it, and you've actually been on this music thing for a minute, bro. How many years has it been you've been in this?
Uh, 8 years, 8 years.
Oh wow, 8 years, man.
Yeah. You know, I started out as a rapper, innit?
Yeah, I remember, man, that hardcore like hip hop style, and then you just switched up the game, and now you're doing the reggae, man. It's good though.
Yeah.
So in terms of that, then how for you, do you prefer to do the reggae now, or do you ever think about going back to the hip hop or dropping the hip hop track again?
I prefer the reggae. I've never thought about going back to the hip hop. I just thought, well, looking back at it, I think God just used that to kind of just, you know, sometimes when you look at your what would you call it now, your purpose. I think if not 100% or 99% of the time, your purpose normally links with your past.
Yeah.
And I grew up on hip hop. You know what I mean? I love
Mhm.
listening to hip hop. Even my friends sometimes will say like I sell out my culture, but I do love reggae. Because Beanie
Yeah,
Man
yeah.
is my favorite reggae reggae artist of all time. Still, you get me? So you know what I mean. Apart from Bob Marley, but yeah. So I grew up on the Tupacs and all of that. You know what I mean? And lots of hip hop.
Okay.
So I think God just used that to kind of bring me in on the scene, and then you know what I mean. It's like a switch. He just flipped
Yeah,
that
yeah.
switch, and the thing just went straight to reggae. My
I mean,
thing.
you named some like very big artists there in terms of the two packs and the Beanie Man and stuff like that. In terms of the music you produce, your style and stuff like that, how much influence, if any, did those guys have on you?
Um, I think for me, I think maybe in regards to like Beanie Man, I just like the whole persona of him. I think he's just like the whole complete package when it comes
Yeah,
to
yeah,
music. You know, he's a proper entertainer. You know what I mean? He gets with it with the crowd, and I think some of that is just in me. But I'm a people person, so it's just like for me, it's just automatic. So that's why when you see me on stage, I'm dancing and I'm just in the crowd. That's just me.
yeah.
So
And I
yeah.
was just about to say that actually, as you're saying that about Beanie Man being the whole package. One thing I can say about you in terms of what I've seen on stage is that you get the whole package. Do you know what I'm saying? Obviously you've got
Yeah,
the part where you're putting your lyrics and you're doing and you're performing stuff like that, but you completely like own the stage. You know what I'm saying? And you engage everybody. You make sure the audience are participating with you. Singing your song along with you and all that kind of stuff. So it's been great to kind of watch you over the years as an artist. I remember the very first time I heard of you, and to see where you had started from to where you are now, it's like a complete change. You know what I'm saying? It's like
yeah,
you
for
can see
real.
your proper growth in what you've been doing, and it's been fantastic, man. And you know what? One of the things that for me is evident in that is like even this year we've had the whole like COVID situation and stuff like that. But I was taking a look on YouTube, and I didn't realize just how active you've actually been. I think you've released about 6 tracks since like February, March time. So you've been like
I
really busy.
I have, you know, the funny thing is I think this year I think I've only released three. I think some of the singles that some of the tracks that you might see is from the album. Because initially I released the album last year live.
Yeah.
Which got some, had some great what you call it, artists on there, Emmanuel Smith, my
Mm.
wife is on there, Fiona York, Andrew Bello, you know. So some of the songs that you saw this year was just songs that I was just gradually releasing
So you
from it.
just kind
Because
of like did like visuals to go with those tracks.
yeah, some lyric video just to keep, what I mean, keep
Yeah,
the
yeah,
flow going. Yeah. So I never had any in my head I said I'm not gonna release any track this year because the,
yeah.
the, the album is just like a
Just
year
just
old.
dropped. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So I'm just gonna keep pushing. But obviously got a different plan, and I think when the lockdown came, I was just sitting at home and God just dropped in my spirit that I should do this song. I did a freestyle, and then the freestyle kind of create a buzz about 10 of your yard.
Yeah.
So a lot of people start vibing to that, and God just said, record it. And I said, I didn't want to go out there knowing what was going on, but I said, obviously, if you know what I mean, say I should, and me, you know, being obedient, you will protect me. So I just, you know, made a booking to the studio, went there and did it. And that song even got me on national television back home in Jamaica, an interview.
That's big, man.
Yeah, on TVJ, and then people start calling me, oh, I heard your music on Smile Jamaica Morning Time. And these are programs that we grew up listening to.
Yeah.
Never knew that so many years, you know, forward down the line that my song will be playing on that, you know, TV, and me getting an interview on that, you know what I mean? So, yeah.
So in terms of the music itself, I think obviously you've done, for the tracks that you've released, you've done like a couple lyric videos, and you've actually done some videos where you've got like proper like visuals, like, you know, like a proper music video. How difficult was it to really, especially with the music video side of things, was it to kind of say, you know, you're going to get the necessary people together, or find the right location together, especially, like I said, during this time that we're experiencing, to create the material you're creating?
Yeah, so this year I think the only visuals I've done, it was my last song, which is definitely the last song of the year. It's titled Still I Figure Out, produced by my producer Jimmy J. So based on the song, it was just a song to encourage individuals to just keep going despite, you know, the hardships one may be facing. You know, you still have to go hard. You know what I mean? So times may be hard, but you on the other hand, you still have to go hard. So it means you still, you know, you got to keep going. So I was just praying to God, asking him to kind of, you know, give me a way out to bring that to life, you know, and he just showed me was like something where a lot of trees are, you know what I mean? And, you know, like a forest type of thing.
Yeah.
And I just went on Google and started searching. And I remember this place that me and my wife went to. I think it was early up in the year before. No, actually it was last year.
Yeah.
And I said, that place is too far. So I started searching, and then I found another location, which pretty much brings out what God, you know, was showing me. And yeah, a couple of ideas in there in the video, if you notice, when I broke the stick and climbed in the wall, it just kind of to depict the fact that, yeah, things may be hard, but you just still got to keep going. Yeah.
You know, I really did like that that particular scene with the stick, when I saw you, like, you know, bending it and trying to like show it.
That was my wife's idea as well, you know, because she's
don't give up thing. Yeah, it works, man. So, you know, guys, we're gonna let you guys have a listen of this track now. This is his latest track, Still Have to Go Hard by Minister Taff. Check it out.
Yeah, man.
Watch out, man. All things work together for good enough. Keep going. Me know say things hard right now, but you can't give up. You have to keep your head high, yo. Me say you can't lose faith. One persevere because me know you are go great. This system want to see you fail, but you trust God, so you know you're not gonna fail. Never fail. Me say fi stay focused. Me know you are gonna make it, and the truth is a must. Right, you know things. Me say you still a figure. Right, you know things. Me say you still a figure. Right, you know things. Me say you still a figure. Right, you know things. Me say you still a figure. Them put you on furlough. Then they get a call, say change on no. My gosh. Don't make that get you down. Know that them want because them want to see you from. All things work for you good. You want got that power, so you know the thing good. It's like you find a new gear. Now the thing turn up, my gosh, you can't clear, yo. Right, you know things. Me say you still a figure. Right, you know things. Me say you still a figure. Right, you know things. Me say you still a figure. Right, you know things. Me say you still a figure. Me know say things are, but you can't give up now. Me know say things are, but you can't give up now. Just hold on to God, and He will see you through. Just hold on to God, and He will see you through. Yeah, man. Me know things might not easy right now, you know, but you can't make that get it up. Just go and trust God same way. Holy faith and go hard. Yeah, man. Big up God. Yeah.
was your latest music track there, your latest music video as well for those watching on YouTube. The track is big track, man. I love the track. You know, like I said before, you know, the visuals are great for it as well, but the music's not just the only thing you do. I mean, you're spotting it right now. You also got into the whole garment thing, man. So tell us about the garments and, you know, what brought that on, man.
Yo, first I got to say glory to God in regards to the song, and love for the comment, man, in regards to the track. You know, quite a few people have been blessed by. The funny thing is, the same day the track got released, I got an email from someone, not email, a DM on Facebook saying, "Yo, that track just blessed me this morning, man." And you know, this is what it's about. I'm just here to make music to inspire and to save souls and to encourage people. You know, so that was a big thing.
That is good, because I think one of the things that, especially as artists, you don't tend to realize is sometimes how far reach you're having with the music you release, where people are that are listening to your stuff, you know, the impact you're having on people. So it's always good to get those messages from people, whether it's going to be, like you said, a DM or an email or, you know, maybe a text, whatever it is, just to say, you know what, I heard the track, it really encouraged me and stuff like that. And sometimes, you know what, you can sit there and wonder, you know, are people actually listening to my stuff? Are people actually, you know, the effect I'm wanting to have is, am I having it? So yeah, it's great to hear from these people and to get that, man. So, you know, big up for that still, man.
Yeah, man,
like
for
I said,
real,
tell
man.
me about the garment, man. You know, what's about it?
All right, so yeah, for real. Like, even so with the garment, you know, I'm to be honest, I'm someone like, I'm always in prayer trying to seek God to know what to do and you know, to help me to make the right decisions. Because I think for me in life, it's just it's best to do things, you know, God's way. So based on the fact of my upbringing, you know what I mean, I grew up seeing my parents, we struggled a lot, you know what I mean, lots of nights we would go to a bed without food and stuff like that, at a point where I only had like one trousers and a Manchester United jersey and one pair. It's like a fat ugly Nike trainers, you know. Yeah, I mean, so you know, looking at that, and I was like, God, you know, I just need something that just glorifies you for where, you know what I mean, you've taken me from.
Yeah.
And I just heard clearly my spirit big up God, and I'm thinking like, what? So big up God is just basically just glorifying him, you know what I mean? So, you know, sometimes we say big up to like these celebrities and our friends and etc., kind of just giving them glory in what they're doing, but you know, so it's the same with God. So it's just a brand that to glorifies God. That's it.
You know, I'm glad that you went into that, because that was actually going to be my next question as to why you chose Big Up God. So you explained it already. I don't need to ask it, but you know, it's great to hear. You know, sometimes I think it's especially when you get to a point where you've released tracks, you're maybe you won awards or you're really in the limelight in terms of the publicity and stuff like that. It's sometimes easy to get carried away by everything around you. Do you know what I'm saying? To the point you forget to take the time to say, you know what, big up God, man. You know what I'm saying?
For real.
Thanks. You know what I'm saying?
You have to do that.
Yeah, you have to do that, man. So it's good that you've created a brand and you say, you know what, I'm going to give thanks. I'm going to give praise back to my God for what He's done, man. So that's good. And you know, we're going to stay on the topic of clothing and stuff like that. And I've got a little game that I want to play with you. So this game is called What Video Did I Wear It In? So what's going to happen is I'm going to tell you some garments you wore, and you got to try to remember what music video you wore that particular setup. You ready?
All right, cool. That's what I got.
So first one, black cap and pink hoodie.
Black cap, pink hoodie. Nah, I beg them nothing. Nah, I
That's
beg
the
them.
one. Yeah. You got it. Yeah, that's the one. All right, next one, black t-shirt and army camo jacket.
Black t-shirt. I'm a fan.
And the army camo.
R.I.P. to my father.
No,
Me
that
have
one.
it. Camo jacket. Is that one, man? That was the second verse, but the chorus goes like, tell them follow me.
Yeah. See, you got it, Bob. Okay. Let's see you get this one then. Young Fly and Save Top.
Oh, yo, you know the funny thing is, yeah? That's Young Fly and Save. Young Fly and Save. You know what God business me they pan?
Yeah.
Yo,
Yeah. Man, probably remember the garm.
Yeah.
The last one, yeah. Green trainers, black denims, black top.
Green trainers, black denim, Black top. Green. You said green trainers, yeah?
Green trainers, yeah.
Green trainers.
Black
Black.
denim and black top.
Black top. Green trainers. One day at a time, I see G. It's not that one.
No, not that one.
Yo, green trainers. Black denim. I wore a black denim before in a music video.
Yeah, man. It had a bit of a just that kind of fade style in the jeans. Black, so it's like a black faded kind of jeans. But it was green trainers and a black top.
Green trainers and a black top. How long ago was that?
Maybe 2 years, 3 years. Actually, it might be longer than that. Come to think of it.
Yo, that one got me still. I don't remember. I'm trying to remember.
Let me tell you which one it was then. It was Push Up Unuhan.
Oh, yeah. yeah. Oh my days.
But, you know, 3 out of 4 is good, bro. I'm surprised.
Yeah,
man.
Yeah.
Like God Business. I thought that one was from years ago. If you remember that one,
I know,
still,
yeah.
so that was surprising that you remember that. But
Yeah.
you know what? Of all the songs you released, what would you say is your favorite that you've done?
Man, you know, of all the songs that I've released, I think all my songs, I love all my songs, you know, because I'm a person like this. Before I release a song, I'm always vibing to it, man. You know, because I think you gotta love your product before you put your product out there. So yeah, I wouldn't say I've got like a favorite, but I love all my tracks, man. Trust. Do
you have like a favorite place that you performed? If you think of all the places you performed, is there somewhere you can say, yeah, that was like a real highlight for me?
Yo, I want to tell you, Germany was lit. But I probably want to lean to Kensington Temple last year at Carnival.
Okay.
Yeah.
That was a
to
big
see,
one.
to see unbelievers vibing, and then me joining them, and just to see people coming from off the road, seeing the vibe, and just come join in and start. It was, that was a mad thing still.
I didn't think that was the one you was going to say, but when I come to think of it, then it really kind of folds in with what you were saying at the very beginning of this interview, that when you're making the music, what it's really for is to reach the people out there.
Man, always.
And when you see, I mean, I watched back that thing because you got it up on YouTube, a clip of the whole vibe, and I looked at that and I thought, wow, this is what it's about. Do you know what I'm saying? Getting down there with the people, vibing with them, and you know, delivering the gospel, but in a fun and dynamic way where they can participate. And the thing is, one thing I like about when you see that people are preaching the gospel, especially in this kind of way, is that even if people at the time don't clearly pick up all that you're trying to say, the seed is dropped in the spirit. Do you know what I'm saying?
That's
after they go home now and they're remembering, oh yeah, I vibed with this guy and what was he singing? And you know, it comes back to them, or they're sitting at their desk at work the next day and all they're hearing is the tune that you dropped. Do you know what I'm saying? So it's so good, true, man, that you actually got in there. And I say to people all the time that I don't believe, especially not just what you do in terms of reggae, but hip hop, grime, you know, R&B and stuff like that. I've always said these things, these genres in that artists do are not meant to be inside the church. Unless you're a choir or you're doing like praise and worship. Anything else, from my opinion, is supposed to be for the street. Do you know what I'm saying? To be taken out there. Because if you look at the stuff that Jesus did, he never once went and sat down and said, you know, I'm just going to preach to the people in the temple every day. Do you know what I'm saying? He was always in a mountain somewhere, walking through some
man, I move, man, they move.
All over the place. You know, even to the point of man to get fisher boat, going to the thing to speak to
the
people. So that's what I say to people. If Jesus is taking you out on the street and we're supposed to be Christians, how can we do anything different? Do you know what I'm saying?
Facts.
So, you know, but yeah, that video I watched on YouTube, it was great to see that track and the people just really vibing with you and getting with that. But you know what? For me, I think my favorite track of yours, and this is one of your older ones, but I think your style was even a bit different then as well, was actually Get to Know Him.
Oh,
that track right there, yeah, what was a big track. And I tell you why I like that one, because the vibe was good, yeah. Everyone was having so much fun. When I watched the music video, everyone was having so much fun, and like the message behind it was just like there. Do you know what I'm saying? Because everything, like it brought it back to the whole message of Get to Know Jesus. That was my favorite track of yours, definitely. And guys, we're going to play that for you now. Get to Know Him by Minister Taff. It's one of his, shall we call it classic? Shall we say?
You probably could say that. Yeah, you probably could say that.
His classic tracks. Get to Know Him by Minister Taff. Enjoy the track, guys.
Minister Taffy, I'm spitting on this beat. Devil, you know that you're under my feet. Everything that I spit fire. Real fire, real Holy Ghost fire. I'm so hot, man, I'm hotter than a sauna. I was rough one time, now I'm calmer. Jesus died on the cross to save you. What you waiting on? He's calling you. Salvation is sweet, man, I'm telling you. And it's free, so I really have to get that. I don't mess with sin no more, man, I've been dead. I'm focused, no locust, no abracadabra, no bogus. Live a life of peace, no fuss. Burn a fire upon the devil, man, straight up. Up we are go, Mr. We are up. Jesus, real savior, no faking. If you don't know him, get to know him. If you don't know him, get to know him. Jesus is the real king, real savior, no faking. If you don't know him, get to know him. If you don't know him, get to know him. Sing. Can I tell you a little about my story? I was brought up in a life of poverty. Gave my life to Christ, true story. He rules my life, that's victory. Trample on the devil, Hurricane Sandy. Watching haters on the corner going crazy. Shout out to Bishop Charles, he's amazing. Real man of God, no plating. King of businessman, no ramping. Thank you Jesus, you're the real king. Every other king are just fake kings. You're the reason I'm alive and I'm grateful. So I gotta live a life that is truthful. Bear much fruit, call it fruitful. Don't sow sparing, it's so bountiful. That's why we reap plentiful. Jesus, real savior, no faking. If you don't know him, get to know him. If you don't know him, get to know him. Jesus is the real king, real savior, no faking. If you don't know him, get to know him. If you don't know him, get to know him. Sing. Jesus Christ a chance in your life. If you don't know him, get to know him.
So, get to know him. What was the vision behind that whole track? I mean, I know the message itself is very self-explanatory in it, but when you was putting the track together, what was your thinking? What was you trying to do in terms of even the music video, the visuals, what you're trying to portray? Tell us about that one.
I think it's a little bit of two things. I just want to portray Jesus, just kind of let people, asking people to get, not really say asking, but just letting people know that they need to get to know him. And then in the visual wise, I wanted people also to see that it's fun to be a Christian, you know, because people sometimes have the perception of Christianity is boring. You understand? So that's why you see even in the video with the dances, etc., and just the colorful vibe, you know, just to let people, you know, understand that, listen, no, it's not boring. It's a vibe to be a Christian. You can party, man. You can party and party in a good way. So that was just the main thing around it. Just putting the message out there and just let people know that Christianity is not boring. Yeah, man.
You know what? The whole message there, like I said, it was very self-explanatory. And like, I don't know about you, but for me, when I look at some of your tracks and I look at the ones which I think are the ones which are really blowing up, there seems to be a pattern in terms of the kind of message, do you know what I'm saying, that is coming across in them. And it's funny because, like I said, the Get to Know Him track for me was like was a massive track. And then my other favorite of yours was Push Up on the Hand. You know, it's like, I feel like anywhere I see Taff drops that tune, the place explodes. Do you know what I'm saying? And you get audience putting up their hands everywhere and doing everything. So even if that one, what was the thought pattern behind Push Up on the Hand?
Yeah, Push Up on the Hand mostly was just about the vibe, and just for people just to know, it's like you're not serving the devil, you're serving God. So if you're serving God, just give me a hand. You understand? So the whole thing was just about that, and just creating a vibe, an energy vibe. So that's how that song came about, really. Still, yeah.
Yeah, I mean that track, man. I mean, I love that track. When you see you on set, like I said, you're on set and you're doing that particular track, then it's like I feel like I need to get off my seat and just like get ready, because I know what's about to drop. Do you know what I'm saying? There was one event that we were both at, actually. I can't remember what the name of the event was. I think it was that one where they was doing talking to like couples and single people, giving them advice about.
Oh yeah, I remember that event.
Yeah. And you dropped that track there, and like for me, I'm looking at the rafters, everyone putting their hand up. Yeah, that is a great track right there, man. So it's only fair that the people get to hear that track as well, man. So Push Up on the Hand by Minister Taff. Guys, check this one out. Definitely make sure you go to his YouTube channel, Minister Taff, and then subscribe for you to be able to watch all those videos. But this one right now, Push Up on the Hand by Minister Taff.
Minister Taff. God we are serving her. Coulda never, man. Everybody push up on the hand. Everybody push up on the hand. What you mean? Everybody push up on the hand. If I got you a serve, mister, make me see your hand. Tell them. Everybody push up on the hand. Everybody push up on the hand. Everybody push up on the hand. If I got you a serve, mister, make me see your hand. That's right. Well, I make me talk, yeah, man. Some people, you know them a serve Satan. What the devil? You know say me have to stay strong, cause me a one boy and I'm about to demon. God me a serve and a man, and me a no lukewarm Christian. If me no have it, me wait. Enough of them a move like a bait. Cool. Me nah sell me soul, yeah me straight. Man I aim fi reach the pearly gate. That's right. Everybody push up on the hand. Everybody push up on the hand. What you mean? Everybody push up on the hand. If I got you a serve, mister, make me see your hand. Tell them. Everybody push up on the hand. Everybody push up on the hand. Even when it rough, me hold the faith. What you mean? Me no want see no hell gate. No sir. I feel burn a bad mind straight. Me know my God never late. Tell them fi stop go a the man. And clean up the back, yeah man. Make me tell you something now that wrong. Put your trust in a God, yeah man. Me a one new say me nah play. Me have got for me mind all day. Talk where you want talk, me nah straight. Stop sprinkle your island powder. Don't get used by the one Lucifer. Me a open up your eye, better see it. Pray me a pray, better do it. I'm not joking, about fleek. Everybody push up on the hand. Everybody push up on the hand. What you mean? Everybody push up on the hand. If I got you a serve, mister, make me see your hand. Tell them. Everybody push up on the hand. Everybody push up on the hand. Everybody push up on the hand. If I got you a serve, mister, make me see your hand. Everybody push up on the hand. Everybody push up on the hand. What you mean? Everybody push up on the hand. If I got you a serve, mister, make me see your hand. Tell them. Everybody push up on the hand. Everybody push up on the hand. Everybody push up on the hand. If I got you a serve, mister, make me see your hand. That's right, that's right.
Okay, so Taff, the people have been able to vibe to some of your music today, but if they want to like really like follow you and check out, you know, what you're doing and stuff like that, where can they go to hear more of your music? Where can they find you on social media?
Yeah, for my music is all over. The Spotify's, you know what I mean, Amazon Music, the iTunes, the Deezer, the entire thing. So they could just go Minister Taff, and it's TAF1F. Social media, Instagram is at Minister Taff. Twitter is at Minister_Taff. Facebook is Facebook Minister Taff. Yeah, man.
Yeah, guys, you heard it. Minister Taff on all those social platforms, and make sure you check out his music on those digital music stores as well. So Taff, before we go, a couple of things. Tell us what's going on for 2021. What you got planned for next year?
Just watch, man. It's bare music. I don't even want to say too much, but I'm telling you, it's going to be a matter.
You know, I'm looking forward to that. You know, let's see if I can get some information out of you, man. So if we end up being in this whole COVID thing a lot longer than we planned, can we expect maybe like a virtual concert or something from you?
Don't want to say too much still.
You don't want to give it away. I tried to get it out of him, but he's not giving it up today. Okay.
We got things in the pipeline. We got things in the pipeline still. So by the grace of God, God willing, just look out for some crazy stuff. Yeah, man.
Guys, if you want to see him what's going on, because he's not telling me nothing, you're gonna have to follow him on social media. I think that's what he wants you to do. He wants you to follow him on social media so he can find
and stay up to date. Yeah, man.
Stay up to date with all the things that's going on. So definitely, Taff, before you go, I can't let you go without giving you the random question which I always ask people. So yours is going to be a simple one today, and simply this: what was your favorite toy growing up and why?
My favorite toy growing up. Yeah. The thing is about me, I don't even know if I had a favorite toy, because when I was young, I was just it was mad, it was crazy. Like, I would get a toy, and like if it stops working, I would just smash it on the ground. So there's something new for the fans. Yeah. So
funny.
Oh my days. It's probably I had this truck. It's a white back with blue.
Yeah.
Blue front. Yeah, one of them long trailers.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just love it. I just love it. I think because back then when you pull it back and you just let it go.
Oh yeah.
And it just run. So I think I love that truck, and I can't see the reason behind why I love that truck. I can't even pinpoint like the reason why I love that truck, man. I just had a love for that truck, man.
You know what? I'm still kind of like hooked to what you said. You just like were smashing things on the floor, bro. Because I'm thinking, you know what? Back home, yeah, man. I'm just thinking, when I was back home, toys were hard to come by, man. So anytime we got it, we had to be looking after that piece, man. So you were there like smashing them up. Wow.
I would smash it, bro. If it just stops working, I would just smash. But my boy like this, I think I wouldn't say toy. Back home we used to love like the box truck.
Yeah.
I
don't think people know about them things there, man.
Those are the days, man. This is why these days sometimes the kids back home is all tablets and stuff, but we just go out, man, and the box truck vibes,
Listen, so I've said to people before, even now, even though surrounded around me now is all technology, and I'm a tech guy. I've been tech guy for a long time. But in terms of creativity, I could probably say living in St. Lucia was when I was the most creative. I mean, I used to love going around at the back of the factory, all the stuff that they throw out, and grab some pieces together and try and see what I can make. Put my little cart and thing, get material to build something in the forest. Listen, I could go on forever with this thing, man. But trust me, those times, man, they were the days where I thought, it was really. In fact, what you said is true. I was probably using that stuff more than toys. Come to think of it.
Yeah.
Stuff, or going in the forest and building a little house or something with the sticks.
Yeah, there's most times it was just that. You know what I mean? Playing my boy with the gigs and marbles and stuff like that. So it wasn't too much of the toy.
People don't know about the marbles.
They don't know, bro.
Yeah, listen.
Yeah, man.
Another interview just for reflecting on them things from back in the day, man.
Trust me, brother.
Listen, Taff, before you go, bro, do you want to give out a shout to anyone?
Shout out to everyone that's really supported my ministry over the years, man, and my music. You know what I mean? Shout out all radio DJs, everybody, man. I can't name out names, so everyone, big shout out, man. Love. You don't know.
Definitely make sure you follow Mr. Taff, like he said, on the social network at Mr. Taff. Follow him on YouTube as well, obviously, and check out his music. You've heard some of it today, but you want to check out all these other albums, EPs, and stuff.
Go get my book as well.
Oh, see, drop the book. Go and get that book. Where can they get the book?
Over on Amazon.
Amazon?
Yeah, man.
Grab that book, Mr. Taff's book, on Amazon as well. And literally just keep up with all the stuff that he's doing, guys. So, Taff, it's been a pleasure having you, bro. Nice to see you.
Thanks for having me, man.
Yeah, but no, definitely, we'll definitely have to get you back on to see what you did in 2021. So you're not telling us now. So we have to bring you back again. But, bro, it's a pleasure having you, man.
Yeah, man. Thanks again, man. Peace.
Over here, sir. Tell pagan them can't come over here, sir. Them have to stay over there, sir. Bad man them can't come over here, sir. Them have to stay over there, sir. Yeah, Minister Taff, I'm out. Yeah.
Yo.
Our righteousness, me say no, good over evil. Where be gonna go? Big up God. Yeah. Over your son, over your son. Tell pagan them can't come over your son. Over your son, over your son. Tell bad mind them can't come over your son. Over your son, over your son. Tell pagan them can't come over your son. Over your son, over your son. Tell bad mind them can't come over your son. Righteous people over your son. Tell pagan them can't come over your son. Me and my friend them up a long time. Them true to the things so we burn bad mind all. Enough of them no want see we shine. But we keep our fear cause that's soon our time. Them a watch we Facebook timeline. Like a inspector, I go solve one crime. Over your son, over your son. Tell pagan them can't come over your son. Over your son, over your son. Tell bad mind them can't come over your son. Over your son, over your son. Tell pagan them can't come over your son. Over your son, over your son. Tell bad mind them can't come over your son. You feel no say I gotta guide me. Anywhere me go, you know them they beside me. What you pagan stop penny me. Yeah, me see them from afar, enough of them a friendly me. Think me blind. Light and darkness, you know them can't mix. No, stop them fi clean up them get it fixed. That a true. Enough of them full of bad energy. Me can't take that right, I know you hear me. Can't over your son, over your son. Tell pagan them can't come over your son. Over your son, over your son. Tell bad mind them can't come over your son. Over your son, over your son. Tell pagan them can't come over your son. Over your son, over your son. Tell bad mind them can't come over your son. Over your son, over your son. Tell pagan them can't come over your son. Over your son, over your son. Tell bad mind them can't come over your son. Over your son, over your son. Tell pagan them can't come over your son. Over your son,